this one more time. Hey, everybody, this is Corey and Autumn
Hello.
with Backstage Confessions, and we were lucky enough to track down Austin and the Syd Experience, who just put on a rockin' performance. It was so funky. Got everybody out from their shaded and the air conditioning, got them up to the front row, just
With
jumping around in the
Black
sun.
Sabbath.
Especially with Black Sabbath, but the whole set is overall just amazing. You are incredible musicians. Your guitar playing skills are out of this world. Really impressive to watch.
Thank you so much.
And I can't help but scream when you scream.
Oh,
Yeah.
And it's not scream, but like when you really hit those high notes, it is
Yeah.
like it just kind of makes me want to explode. It's awesome.
Oh,
When
thank
you belted, I believe I can too. And I
Oh, yeah.
can't, but I believe I can.
I
I
love that.
swear.
Yep,
I love that confidence.
I feel it.
that's right. That's what it's about, the energy transfer.
Hmm.
So thank you guys so much for taking time to sit down with us. I hope that you enjoy your first Dreamfest experience.
Thank you.
Is this also your first time, Austin?
It is.
Okay, very cool.
That's cool.
Wanted to sit down with you today and talk about, what brought you together. What are some of the significant moments in your band's history that's got you to today, and where you're going from here. So either one of you can start. What got you guys together, and what kind of message are you trying to spread?
Well, I used to be a backup singer for an Elvis impersonator,
Ah, that's cool.
oddly enough. And I just happened to be singing at this cancer benefit where I got to sing two songs, two non-Elvis songs.
Okay.
I sang Red House by Jimi Hendrix
Oh.
and She Talks to Angels by the Black Crowes
Yeah.
because I had an aunt that I lost to cancer, so
Okay.
I dedicated that Black Crow song to her.
Yeah.
And a man by the name of Sean Carney, a Columbus blues legend, just happened to be there, and he talked to me after, and he was like, there's this young guitarist I know, he's a protege of mine, his name's Austin Johnson, and he said, I think you two would be a really good fit, you two should meet up and see if you guys hit it off. And then, me and Austin, we scheduled a meetup, and then the rest is history.
Thank you to that guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
connections.
That's a great one because you guys you melt together. Like your guitar speaks when she's not singing, and it's just as loud as her singing.
Thank you. We try to play off of each other. and
You
each
play
other's
off each
energy.
other very well because I've thought to myself, I wonder were they like best friends growing up? It's like the connection feels like that. So it's really interesting that it went.
We definitely have a great chemistry.
Yes.
Yes, it feels the same for us with the chemistry, and feels like we've been playing music together for forever.
How long ago was that you made the connection and got together?
Back in 2018.
2018. Okay.
Cool. Backup singers, a lot of famous singers got started as a backup singer, and then they were like, you need to be up here.
Yeah.
You need to come up front.
Yeah, the background singing, it was only temporary.
It's training, though, too, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And just throughout the years, my voice has definitely gone through a metamorphosis. I definitely worked very hard to get to where I am vocally. Because I know when I was a kid growing up, I always loved singing and I always did sing, but I wanted to be a powerhouse.
Yeah.
So it's just like my influences are Janis Joplin. She's my favorite singer.
Mine, too.
Janis Joplin, Ann Wilson,
Okay.
Shaka Khan. Like
Yeah.
my heroes are powerhouses. It's just like I want to be like them.
Yeah.
So
And you're right. It's not like it comes overnight. People be like, "Oh, you're so talented." No, you're a hard worker. Like,
yeah. I mean, it was there naturally. Like the foundation was there, and
but to
everything.
get that powerhouse.
Yeah. I'm still training.
Well, you're doing
Like those
great.
whistle notes that I hit today. I've only been able to do those for a couple months now because I'm still always training my voice, always trying to be a better singer.
Okay.
So
Do you take lessons from somebody, or is it something you just work on finding your pitch naturally and try to kind of play with it and see where it goes?
yeah, it's the latter. I have a pretty good ear for pitch, and I know where I'm at.
Okay.
So it's just like I feel comfortable with training myself and pushing myself, and I also record myself so I can listen back to it and see, okay, that sounds good. Let's see if we can tweak it. You know what I mean?
That's super helpful to do. Go back and watch that. I like to do it in the mirror. Watching it live, and then also not see myself and record it, and then go back and see what I'm doing when I'm not looking at myself.
Right.
And you can kind of get both, get a chance to feel for the.
Yeah, because sometimes when you're really into it, you're like, You've got your poop face on.
Steak face.
Yeah.
It's the stank face, not the stink face.
Fair, yeah. You got to get the stank.
Well, thank you for putting in all of the work that you put in. It's really, it's showing well that you put in a lot of hard work, and it is a lot of fun to hear.
I appreciate
It's nice
it.
on this end.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
How long have you been playing?
So I picked up the guitar at the age of 11, 26 now, so it's been a little while, and I got serious about it when I was about 13. I grew up, in the hookah scene and going to Hookahville as a little kid, and
That's awesome.
and so music was always around me, and then my grandpa played guitar, and also my uncle, so I started playing around campfires with those cats around the age of 11, and then just started really pushing myself when I met Sean Carney at the age of 13.
Oh, wow, that's early then.
Yeah, and he gave me private lessons over the years and really helped push me to where I'm at today, and then made the connection between Syd and I, and
Yeah.
also he made a connection for me back in 2019 as well, which brought me out onto the road, which I toured for about 3.5 years with a guy named Harper. And we traveled all over the U.S. playing a lot of the original blues clubs and the legendary clubs that have been open since the 70s, and so it gave me a lot of great touring experience and just seasoned me as a guitar player. And then when Syd and I were ready to really put the band together last year, I guess it would be really about 2022
Yeah, 2022.
is when we started thinking about getting serious with it, and then the rest is history. We just started rehearsing, writing, and just trying to develop our own sound.
You guys really sound like you've been playing together longer than that. Like, I'm like wide-eyed over here that it's only been a year or so. Like,
Yeah, about a year and a half or so.
wow.
Did you bring your own original songs, or did you start writing when you got together?
Well, the 2 songs that we have out that are streaming, I had written those previously.
Okay.
So I brought them to Austin. It's just like, these need music. Do your thing. Yeah, but they were already written. And we have like about 20 songs in the queue, 20 original songs in the queue, across all different genres. We've got metal, we've got grunge, we've got funk, of course. We've got the gritty rock and roll. We've even got some blues. We've got jazz, all kinds of everything.
So, for anybody who haven't heard you yet, because we're going to hopefully spread your message out, what are the top 3 songs that you would like for us to listen to if nobody's heard your music before?
Well, we do have 2 songs on streaming services. The first one we released in July of last year is called Mass Destruction, and our second single is called Mother. And they both have 2 very different feels.
Okay.
Like, Mass Destruction, we're both huge Jimi Hendrix fans.
Yeah.
Got his guitar.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we that one has more of like a psychedelic Hendrixy type feel.
Okay.
And Mother, I don't know if you guys are familiar with the band Free, Paul Rogers and Bad Company.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that one was more like early Paul Rogers
Okay.
inspired, very, very 70s rock and roll.
All right.
That's our wheelhouse
Way
right
different.
there.
Yeah, I like that though. Got everything in the cards.
Yeah.
We try to be pretty genreless and just call ourselves really a music band instead of.
I like that.
That's a tough thing to accomplish. It is so easy to fall into a pattern of behavior, things that you like to play that are maybe a little bit easier.
Yep.
You have to really branch out to be able to get to that point to where you can play a lot of different music. And I think jazz is one of those keys.
Yes,
So if you can play
for
jazz,
sure.
you can kind of play
Play anything.
pretty
you
much
play
anything
jazz.
else. Yeah.
And it's like, I don't know about for you guys, but for you, whenever you tell people that you play music, Corey, their first question to you is, what kind of music do you play? And so it's like people try to put you in a category anyway.
Yeah, before
And that's
you
a-
even.
They're like, is it rock? Is it southern rock? Is it psychedelic? It's like, well, which song? Because each
Right.
song might have its
Yep.
own, like,
Little
that's
bit
what
of
I
everything.
like. That's what my shuffle list is like. It will go from Janice to Patsy Cline
Right.
to like Tool to anything. Like,
Yeah, our brand that we've kind of paved for ourselves, we like to call it ASYD Funk. It's
okay.
it's ASYD for Austin and the Syd Experience. It's ASYD Funk.
Yeah.
Oh my
And,
goodness.
Genre.
when you throw acid against something, it melts it and dissolves it. So that's kind of like what our brand does.
I want to tear up because that's so exciting to me right now. Like the wordsmith in me loves that so much.
Oh yes.
Thank
Do you have those
you.
stickers or the tanks that have that?
We have buttons that say that.
I'm gonna get one today.
Yep.
Do you have them with you today?
Yes, we
Yes.
do. Yep, they say acid funk on them.
There
Yeah, that's
you
our
go.
brand.
So, all right, so you won the Battle of the Bands for Dreamfest to get here.
Which was
That
awesome.
was at the Courtyard Lounge.
That's
I
correct.
think was it in December or November? Somewhere last September. Yeah,
Yep.
a little bit earlier in the into last year. And you guys just blew everybody out of the water. I had no idea what to expect.
Thank you.
And you seemed very happy to get a chance to spot. You guys are jumping around. You had a big crowd with you that came and really showed their full support. So what does it mean for you to be able to get a chance to play here, and how does that relate to some of the other shows that you have in your near future?
Well, it was a big honor for us to be here and to go and do the band challenge. We were very excited about that. We went into it not really knowing what to expect out of it, and we couldn't have been happier with the result and the turnout of it. And to be here at Dreamfest means a lot. There's a lot of amazing bands on this flyer, and Acoustic Hookah and Dustin Smith, and the list goes on. And we're very honored to be on that lineup with all these amazing bands, and for people to start getting to know who we are. And
Yeah.
It's enough that now when we mention your name, people, it's not like, oh, who is that? Like, it's common enough around right now with the people that we're hanging out with that it's a common name now.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah,
That's the goal.
I love it. Because a year ago, or what was it? How long ago was the Battle of the Bands?
September.
Okay, so around that time, that was whenever I'd first found out about you guys, and a few of the other people in the group had knew about you. But now I love that it's pretty common, and everybody's like, "Oh, they rock, they
Yeah.
rock."
Yep.
It was an honor to win the Battle of the Bands because we were the only Columbus act there.
Yeah,
And it's just like, wow. I mean, we came, we were playing amongst these great Dayton bands, and we're a Columbus act, and hey, we did our thing,
you rocked the house.
We came and we brought the funk our way.
That's right.
So
We
that
want
was
the
really
funk.
cool.
We need the funk.
You could hear it and feel it in the parking lot different. Like walking out to go get something and coming back in, like even out in the parking lot through the building, like you could feel it different.
Aw,
I was like, they're going to win.
And even this morning, we were sitting right
They're
here.
going to win.
And we are just kind of hanging out, trying to stay out of the heat.
We were braiding hair. I had to
hair,
braid
and I was
everybody's
like-
hair.
That's his voice. I hear it. We're like,
That's
oh yeah, all right, let's get up there.
Yeah.
That's cool.
very unmistakable voice.
For sure. Yep. Especially when you start getting up there and hitting those notes.
Oh, thank you.
So after this weekend, I hear you have something on July 6th. Is that your next show?
So our next show is actually at ComFest in
Okay.
Columbus next week.
Awesome.
We're on the Bozo stage, 145. Our next show that is close to the Dayton area, around where Dreamfest is at a place called Mother's Stewart Brewery.
I've heard
And
of
it's
them.
our first time being at this venue, and we're very excited to start playing out of Columbus into some different cities
Yeah.
and trying to branch out.
Cool.
Is that an outdoor venue?
I believe it is.
I think it is like an
outdoors.
outdoor of a bar.
Yeah.
You can go in and get drinks, and
Yeah.
cool off.
Indoor,
but then,
outdoor.
Yeah.
Yep.
I like that venue. I've been to that one.
Yep. That'll be on July 6th. I think we're starting at about 7:30.
Ooh, nice. Right when it starts to cool off.
Yep.
Good.
And then correct me if I'm wrong. After that, you're going back to the same place where ComFest, the one-day event, is for another one-day event.
Yes. So it's actually on July 4th.
Oh,
It's
okay.
The Doodah
Before that.
Parade.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Say it again one more time.
The Doodah Parade.
Okay.
We're going to be at the gazebo at Goodale Park.
Okay.
Doodah parade.
Yep. A little July
Nice.
4th celebration.
It's a big thing in Columbus. It's the 41st year
Okay.
of it, so it's been around for a while.
Excellent.
That'd be
Yeah.
cool to check that out.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to spend some time tracking you guys down and making sure we get a chance to watch you some more because
you.
you've definitely gained at least 2 fans that I know of. But I could,
Well, thank you so much.
without
I know
actually
more.
speaking for anybody else, I could say that you've gained a lot more than that just this
you.
weekend. But
I'll speak for everybody.
That's our goal. Each show we play, we try and get even if it's just 2 more fans, it's still 2 more fans.
Exactly.
yeah, you're right.
So,
There have been bands that have literally changed the trajectory of my existence when I find this band. And when you find that one thing, you never know that might be the person that does that for you.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
So I think
all
you guys
about the
definitely have that potential if you keep pushing the music that you're pushing. Really excited.
Thank you so much.
Do you design clothes too?
I do.
I follow all your clothes on Facebook, and you post some of the best Janice and Jimmy shirts and dresses, and I'm like, oh my goodness. And then every Stevie Nicks thing that you post, I try to tag my friend Anna because she puts these little blonde streaks in her hair, and she looks like Stevie Nicks. I'm like, you got to buy her shirt. You got to buy her dress. It's
That's
got
so
Stevie
cute.
Nicks on it.
Yeah, I've been designing for nearly 10 years now, and I make my stage attire.
Uh-huh.
Like the overalls that I had
I
on
figured you
earlier,
did.
I made those.
Your style is so unique, and I love it.
Thank you so much.
It is part of the experience. Both of you guys have a very unique style.
Thank
But when
you.
I
Thank you.
followed you on Facebook, I was like, she designs all this stuff.
Yeah.
Did you make that extra fan?
I did not make that.
We love that.
That's good touch.
It was a nice find, but that I did not make. I made everything else.
Okay.
That's a good.
Yeah.
That's
And
a good one.
I make our merch too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like our T-shirts and like our buttons and stuff. I make
Wow.
that stuff too.
I love it when artists are more artists than just one
Yeah.
genre.
She does a lot of great stuff for the merch team, and
That's awesome.
her,
Do you
her
design
and her
the-
sister both.
Do you design the fonts and the lettering too and all that kind of stuff, the images?
So, Austin's mom actually designed our logo,
That's cool.
Yep.
and she designed.
Shout out to mom.
Yeah, shout out to
Yep.
Nate. She designed our logo, and she also designed one of our posters that has the psychedelic dragonfly on it, and me and Austin in the corner. So,
That's cool.
yeah, we all work together collectively.
That's
We
how
all-
the best happens.
Yeah.
we all bring something cool to the table. And that I'm thankful for.
That's what it's about.
Yeah, it's a very loving team I get to be a part of.
Yep. It's hard to experience the full range of what you get from what you guys do by
Yeah.
yourself.
It is.
You couldn't. I don't. Some people, yeah, you can, but it's hard to get that, especially when you have other people to lean on.
Yeah.
And everybody brings their
absolutely.
own talents.
Yeah, absolutely. I usually do a lot of the graphic designing, the website, and a lot of like the posters for our shows,
Okay.
and so that Syd does the merch. I usually do the computer stuff and try to keep the social medias up to date.
Okay.
and all that kind of.
So if somebody's looking to reach out to you to book you, they're going to be probably talking to you.
Yeah, me or Syd.
Okay.
We usually double team the booking.
Okay.
We
Good.
work together
That's
a
good.
lot.
That's
I,
good.
as a fan, I really appreciate how close you guys are to it because I like that your hands in are on like people who care about it. Or it's going to be different. You're going to do it different. You're going to do it different. Your mom's going to do it different than someone who is just like, even if I did it, I love you guys and I care, but you guys are going to put more thought into it. So I know it's probably more work for you, but shout out for that because
pays
that's
off.
awesome.
And-
It's how you want it then. It's how you visioned it.
It's more precious that way.
Yeah, I agree.
It's something we both enjoy too. It's just it's all something about just being creative towards the band and the merch and whatever we can do to be more creative with advertisement and it all just plays a part.
And you get the love. Like you go buy a T-shirt, like you've made it. Like you've put love in that.
All of the T-shirts are one of a kind.
Oh, that's even better.
That's what I love about it. All of them are different, and they're all made with love, time, and I wouldn't have it any other way. And
I
it's
like
it's
that.
a piece of us
Yep.
I like
that
that.
we get to share with the people who support us.
That's the best parts of humanity.
Yeah, it's a very intimate thing.
Uh-huh.
So, and we love to be able to share that. That's a part of our message. It's part of us.
That's awesome.
I love that.
So I didn't realize that you were also a designer, aside from music and designing, graphics and making clothes. What else do you guys have going on?
Outside of music, or just in
Any other endeavors you're trying to pursue, or anything else you'd like to note?
I mean, for the most part, we're just really trying to put everything we have into the band, and
Okay.
and that's what we love to do. We
Okay.
love to play music, and Syd and I are the most happiest when we're on stage playing together, and that's just we want to keep doing that.
That was very evident.
Yeah.
And we definitely plan on releasing some new music relatively soon. Like I said, we got about 20 or so songs in the queue.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
And then you have those two streaming right now. What platform?
all platforms.
Oh, good.
Apple Music, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Amazon Music, all
Perfect.
of it. YouTube, of course. Yeah, subscribe to our YouTube channel, Austin and the Syd Experience.
We've got some great videos from one of our performances at the Summit Music Hall in Columbus.
Summit is a great one.
On our YouTube channel, and those are really great performances that really showcases the band very well. So definitely check those out.
Okay.
That's awesome.
We'll do. We will actually, if I can track down all those links on either your Facebook page or whatever and kind of put those in the bottom of this, I'll do
Yeah.
that as well. So
And if you go to austinandthesydexperience.com, it has everything. Links to our social medias,
Perfect.
EPK, press photos, everything you could need to
Perfect.
follow us.
merch.
Links to
that's
purchase.
It's coming.
It's coming.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
the next thing.
All right.
So
And our schedule is on there too.
Okay.
Yeah.
What we're playing next.
That's important.
Yep.
I'm sure if you have some, if someone reached out to you, you could probably get it to them, right? If you had like shirts that
merch.
you've already made,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Of
Absolutely.
course. Yeah,
So-
that's an easy fix. That
Yeah.
they can reach out to
even
me.
if it's not on the website, they could reach out to
Yep.
you.
Yep, they can reach out directly
Yeah.
to the band page. They can reach out directly to Syd and I.
That's what I figured. You guys are,
Yeah.
you want
And-
it out there. I would want it out there.
Yeah.
You put love into it.
Thank you.
That matters.
Yeah.
Thank you.
What else would you like to share that we don't know about you guys that you'd like to make sure the world knows? Anything that you can think of?
Well, when you come out to our shows, we can guarantee that you will have a funky good time.
Yeah.
And I can vouch for that.
Yeah.
And while we're chatting, I would also like to mention that we did just solidify an incredible lineup of players in our band. We have the legendary John Zuck playing bass now. He's played around Ohio a ton, and he's one of the best bass players around, and we're very grateful to have him.
Yes.
And then we also have my brother Brandon Pettiford on the drums. Brandon and I go way back, playing together since we were about 11 years old, pretty much, and since I started playing, and
He was also killing it on that Black
yeah,
Sabbath.
Oh, yeah.
and this project for me and Brandon has been, a dream project for quite a while, and it's just been something we've been. One day we knew we were going to get it together, and we're all going to be playing together on that stage, and now it's finally happening. So we can't be more grateful.
Yeah, we manifested that.
That's what I was going to say. Manifest that shit. Good
Absolutely.
job, guys.
Do
Absolutely.
anything if you come together and put your mind to it.
It's just
Absolutely.
putting the
Really
energy
great to see
towards
you guys
it.
do that with your results.
Exactly.
We're powerful.
Hell yeah.
Thank you.
I have a question.
Okay.
So we had a Jenga game out earlier where I wrote questions on all the blocks. And I was gonna bring it over here. I didn't.
Okay.
But the last question that I had drew was a really good one. So can I ask you guys one of the questions for my Jenga game?
Absolutely.
How has music? What have you learned from music? What's one thing that you've learned from music? Like obviously there's like you learned how to sing or do this, but I'm sure there's a bigger answer, a deeper answer too, than just singing or playing the instrument.
You
So-
want to go first?
So for me, what I've learned most from music is just being able to connect with people through the energy transfer that you get playing to the crowd, and then the crowd giving the energy back to you. And for me, it's just the best feeling in the world, and that's the biggest thing I learned about music is how to really connect with people.
Felt that energy transfer in a different way.
Absolutely.
For me, I'd have to say it's the transformative power of lyrics
Okay.
and rhythms, and how they all affect us differently, and how if no one two people speak the same language, we all speak the same musical language, and we can connect with total strangers that way.
Yeah.
100%.
There's just a lot of love in the end of all of that. So
Yep.
that's what I'm most thankful
got
to
chills
music
up.
for.
Those are
question.
good answers.
Good answers.
Good answers.
Thank you.
Well, Austin, Syd, thank you so much for taking your time to come and sit with us. And we also want to give a huge, massive shout out to our good buddy, Christian Nielsen.
Nelson.
Production assistant, right? Yeah. Production assistant for the Dreamfest team, helping put on this thing. They've been out here since Monday just working.
When there wasn't music to
Yeah,
have
or
to jam
shade.
to.
You know, they didn't have a stage up or anything, and they've just been out here doing the thing. So we really appreciate what you, I appreciate you personally very specifically, but we appreciate what you guys all have done for us to, give us a chance to come out here and promote these bands and the vendors and everything.
Dustin for making the dream happen. He's like you. He grew up listening to Acoustic Hookah and going to Hookahville. And
Yep.
so I love that they have ran through so many people's
Yeah.
veins that even if they weren't here, it's still going. They've
Yeah.
left their mark.
Absolutely. Thanks big time for Dustin for
Yes.
having us. Thanks to Dreamfest. Thanks for Christian for doing all the hard work that you all have, and making it a fun place for people to gather and listen to music.
And we're gonna be at Fall Hookahville.
Oh, perfect.
We'll be there too.
We will too.
Can't wait.
Oh,
We'll see
perfect.
you
Yeah.
guys then.
Good stuff.
All right. Thank you guys so much. Really appreciate it. Can't wait to talk to you again soon.
Thanks for
you guys
having
for your
us.
time
Thanks again.
and your energy.
When you guys were at the
No, you're fine. My water's right here.
choreography